Welcome to the Everything 2000s podcast, your ultimate throwback guide to one of the most iconic decades ever. I'm your co-host, Shaleena.
And I'm Kristen. We're pressing rewind on the music, movies, and TV shows that raised us. We're bringing the nostalgia, the laughs, and all the memories you didn't even know you forgot.
Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 8. Wow, almost a decade.
Right? OMG.
And thank you for all the love and support that you've shown Kristen and I with our new podcast. We see you in the comments. We see the shares. Thank you so much. And in today's episode, we are going to be reviewing Ciara's musical career. So if those of you who are tuning in and you have no idea who Ciara is, she is a R&B singer. She peaked in the early 2000s, 2004. And she was born Ciara Princess Harris, October 25th, 1985 in Texas. Before she was a solo act, she was actually in a girl group called Hearsay. And then in 2004, she got a publishing deal, met the producer Jazzy Faye, who's on a lot of her early songs. And then he helped her get a record deal with LaFace Records. So it's going to be a good episode.
Yes, I'm really excited. I have lived and breathed for Ciara for a majority of my life now. From the second that she debuted till now, I ride for Ciara. And speaking of, her government, I used to be fascinated as a kid with the fact that her middle name was Princess. I was like, wow, that's so cool. Like, I'd never heard of anybody with that middle name. So as a kid, I'm like, I wish my middle name was Princess.
That's so cute.
Yeah, like that's how much I used to love Ciara. So I'm also excited to get into this. I just give her flowers. She's an icon. She's a legend. And I feel like, her legacy is slept on. And, it's time for people to wake it up and realize that it's been over 20 years with Ciara now. And she's given us a lot in her career. So let's take a look at that. And before we do, be sure to follow us on our socials, Instagram at Everything 2000s Pod. And if you're listening on YouTube, give this episode a big like. Comment down below to let us know what are your memories with Ciara, what's your favorite song, what's your favorite album, and subscribe to our channel. If you want to join our community, we really appreciate it. Keep those post notifications on so you're staying up to date with the show. And Spotify, Apple, rate the 5 stars, leave a review to let us know what you think about the show.
Yes. All right, so let's dive into our On This Day segment, Kristen's favorite part.
Yes.
So this episode is dropping early April, and we're going back to April 1st, 2004. Ooh. This was when Gmail was launched. First time ever.
What? OMG.
Yes.
It's crazy to think about there was a time before Gmail.
Right. It was usually Hotmail, MSN, Yahoo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when it was first launched, it was invitation only. I don't know if it was specific to the people that worked at Google. And then in 2009, it became public. It had the public release, and it was created by Google engineer Paul Butchheit. I'm not sure if I'm mispronouncing. So yeah, 2009 it became public.
Shout out to Paul. Yeah, that's iconic, honestly. Like, Gmail is just such a standard now. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's got it at gmail.com. So that's really interesting. Love that.
Yeah, if I see an email that's not Gmail, I'm like, can I take you seriously? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
For me, it's like Gmail or Yahoo for sure.
I don't know. Yahoo? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Am I? No, I'm joking. We don't discriminate against other emails.
Oh, of course not. Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's really interesting. So, going into our topic, like I said, Ciara, she really started to debut, in a crazy way. I feel like she really took the industry by storm, snatched it up. And I remember when I first, heard of her, um, that was really when I was in my choreographer era, right?
Okay.
As a kid, I've said it before on my solo show, I've always like was fascinated during that time. I think that was also like when her debut came, it was also around the time where like dance movies were really popular.
Mm.
Because Goodies came out, her debut album came out in 2004. And I this weekend just recently watched You Got Served, and that came out I
Oh,
think in 2004.
good one.
So we're also on the height of like that dancing movie, and then eventually we get Step It Up or whatever, like Step Up, right? And all of these other like dancing movies. So then it was just like, okay, now we have this black girl in the scene, she's dance heavy. Same thing with like Chris Brown at the time. This is around his debut as well, so he's dancing, and I'm like, you know what, the girlies and the guys, like, they're cutting up. They're cutting up with the choreo. And Ciara came onto the scene and she was doing moves that I'd never seen before. Right. So little me was like absolutely fascinated. So with her Goodies era in 2004, this era really like introduced her as the Princess of Crunk. And it pretty much made her like an instant star. So, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I also heard the term crunkin bee. It's like a new wave of R&B.
Mhm.
That she's a princess, like the starter of that era. So
Yeah, I'd
yeah,
have to agree with the title at the time for
yeah.
sure. I don't know, like some people may argue, like, is she still in that pocket now? But it's like, I don't know. Don't get it twisted. I think she can easily tap back into it.
Hmm. Yeah. For me, my I don't even know when my first intro to Ciara was, but I so similar to the Rihanna episode. If anyone listened to that, I kept saying like I'm not a huge. I'm not the biggest fan. Not saying that I don't like her. I'm just saying like I never really paid attention to her music outside of her singles. So what was really nice is with this episode in preparing for it, I sat down and listened to all of Ciara's albums from 1 to 7. I didn't get to her eighth one, her latest one, but it was really interesting to see and to hear her evolution over the past 20 years in music. And at the beginning, which I'll get into, like her first couple of albums, she reminded me of Aaliyah. So in terms of vocals, so she doesn't have these like powerful high vocals like someone like Tori Kelly or Mariah Carey or JoJo.
Right?
Trying to
She's
think of
definitely not
like
a belter.
a
She
belter,
kind of
but
gives like Janet Jackson realness, or like you said, Aaliyah realness, where it's like
yes,
soft, sultry, cute.
yes, yes. So she could sing. She has a great voice, and her
Yeah.
lyrics. I'm not sure if she writes them or not, but her lyrics are great. But yeah, so going into this, I'm not. I feel like I'm not qualified, but I'll lean more on you, Kristen. Um, I respect her though. Like when I say I'm not a fan, I don't mean like I don't like her music. It's just like I don't
No,
know
we get
enough.
it. Like,
Yeah,
there's
okay.
like lots of girlies that I am like, oh, live for her down. But to say I'm like, ooh, I stand, like I'm a part of the fandom.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
but you're like, live for her, and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And I did see her in concert when she went on that world tour with Missy
Oh my god, you
and
went to
Busta
that
Rhymes.
show?
Oh yes,
How was
it
that?
was fabulous, fabulous. The production was crazy, like in a good way.
She
Like it
had
was.
wasn't she like just had a baby during that tour?
I think so.
I think she
Yeah,
had just had her last baby.
yeah.
Oh,
She put in work.
that's incredible. The fact that you've been able to see that you see Ciara.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I like almost went to that tour and I ended up not going. The prices were kind of texting on that. And I'm like, well, okay, do I want to see Busta Rhymes? No shade.
He was good too, man.
Oh, I know. I'm sure he puts on a show.
Yeah.
But yeah, my dad loves Busta Rhymes. Like growing
Mm,
up, he was Busta Rhymes stand down. So I'm sure that was really entertaining.
hmm
Okay, so why don't you get into the next bullet point about her album for Goodies era?
Okay, yeah. So let's start off with her debut album, Goodies, which I have here on my background. And this album debuted at number 3 on the US Billboard 200, selling 124,750 copies in its opening week. Wow. It was later certified quadruple platinum by the RIAA, Recording Industry Association of America, and has sold over 5 million copies worldwide. The lead singles were Goodies, which made it to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. And this was actually co-written by her. So her first single, she has writing credits on it. So shout out to you, girl.
Yes.
And it was produced by Little John. Her other singles were One Two Step featuring Missy Elliott and O featuring Ludacris, which both of those reached number 2 on the Hot 100.
Yeah. And that's why I said she came out the gate swinging, honey. Okay, already getting that publishing on top of that,
Mm-hmm.
co-writing on the songs at debut. And I forgot how old she was when she debuted. Was it
Teenager?
19?
Yeah, high teens,
Yeah.
late teens, high teens, late teens.
High teens. High teens, low teens. Oh my god. Yeah. So like that's already, incredible. And I just feel like she had such a like solid, fierce, like identity about her when it came to this Goodies era. This album, it's like I don't even know.
Got Kristen speechless.
No, genuinely, like when I look back and think about this album, this is the Sierra album that I have the most like attachment to. And on top of that, it's just like one of the albums that I have just albums of my life, period, that I have an
Mm,
extreme attachment to, like I said, because of how hyperfixated I was at that time in 2004 with Ciara. Like she had become my new icon. And the only icon that I had at that point that I was like, oh, I live for her was Mariah Carey. So,
hey,
you know what I mean?
shout
Like
out to
I had
Mariah.
Queen Mariah at the time and still, and then it was like Ciara. And I'm like, oh my God, now I can like live for another girly pop that is also serving like not just, we're like you said, we're not giving strong vocals, but we're giving like performance down. So it almost just felt like, okay, this is the best of both worlds for me. I stand Mariah, where she's able to give you, elegant gowns, elegant performance, eleganza, realness, you know, powerhouse. And then now we have Ciara, who's able to give you like, performance realness. So it was like a perfect balance for me. And with this album, I used to like I remember one time in school, I ended up like low key getting into an argument with this one girl because she was like, "No, I like Sierra more than you," and I'm
Oh,
like, "Girl, you don't want to talk about Sierra with me because we can really go band for band." Like when I say I've always been like a fierce fangirl about the things that I love. I'm a fierce fangirl. So if you want to go toe to toe, song for song, hit for hit, then we can do that because I know this album from the bottom to the top, like in reverse. Okay.
oh wow! I could just imagine you on the playground, little
And heavy
Kristen.
on it was the playground. Exactly. So like I said, this was around like fourth or fifth grade. And
Oh
when
wow!
Goodies came out, like I really, really lived for this song. But then once One Two Step came out, that's when it like really solidified how I felt about her. Because at first Goodies, I'm like, okay, cute, cute, cute. But One Two Step, that was the one that like really turned it around for me. Then on top of that, you followed up with O. First of all, the O music video is absolutely insane.
Oh yes.
Okay. The other week, when I was thinking about us, potentially talking about this topic on the pod, I went back and I said, you know what, I gotta watch my favorite videos. So I'm like you said, listening to the Ciara albums, I'm watching the music videos, and I am absolutely still getting goosebumps as of this year at age 30 watching the old music video, because I'm like, I need more people to wake up and realize what a cultural impact this music video single-handedly had on just the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, first of all, ludicrous, right? I don't even think I need a speed. Look at all of y'all. All of y'all. What the song is called? Huh? Like, first
Oh,
of all, Ludacris, his verse goes absolutely insane. And then for
yeah.
this to be her debut album and for her to get a Ludacris feature at that time, people don't
Mm-hmm.
realize like what a like litty thing that was, because Ludacris was up,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like really peak during this era. And Missy Elliott. So you get the
Yep.
1-2 step with the Missy Elliott. Jazzy Faye's extremely hot during this time. So you're getting Jazzy Faye produced album, but then you're dropping O, which really
Mm-hmm.
gives like, oh, she's really the princess of crunk. Like, she's really showing that like this is exactly why I have that title. Because this music video, like the way she's genuinely like crunking, like crumping, like
Crumping,
serving
yeah.
like, yes, like crumping, serving crump realness is crazy. But then that was the first time that I ever saw someone dance on the top of
A
a
car.
car.
Yeah. Like, don't
So
fall. She has great
exactly,
balance.
she has such incredible balance. So me as a kid, I'm like, I didn't even know you could dance on top of cars.
Let me try.
Exactly. So it's like, I highly recommend, to our listeners, like, once you're done with this episode, if you're gonna go watch any music video, go watch the old music video. Like, it is so good. But like the car of it all, like, genuinely was the most fascinating thing to me as a kid. I'm like, she is dancing on top of this car and she is going crazy. So I'd have to say, like, Oh is one of my top songs. Or especially music videos from this era.
Mm.
And then I also have a memory with 1-2 Step, because I used to do cheerleading when I was in middle school, and I auditioned to be part of the varsity cheerleading team. And for the auditions, we had to learn like a routine. And the song to the routine was 1-2 Step by Ciara. So I'm like, okay, this is meant to be, because y'all really think that I don't know Ciara? So then it just helped me like, really have motivation to like learn the choreo, because it's a song that I love.
Yeah.
So it's just such good memories, I swear.
Oh, I love that. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. And do you have any like top faves from this album, or?
Yeah, for me, it would be 1-2 Step is my favorite. And nostalgic memory related to that song is back in the day, we used to make our own CDs, like burn our own CDs.
Yes. I still have a
And
few of mine.
I remember I made a birthday one, like for, I think it was my, wait, how old was I in 2004? I was 13, turning 13. So it would have been my 13th birthday. And I made CDs for my friends. And I remember
Oh,
Ciara was, 1-2 Step was on that album because that was a big song amongst our friend group. And yeah, I love that one. I love the music video for that one. It's a simple, like, it's simple, but it's groovy, you know?
yeah.
Everybody could 1-2 Step. It's just simple. Just move your foot that way, move your foot that way.
Exactly.
And I liked O as well. And I, the slow one.
And oh, that is such a classic. He won't break my heart. Ah!
Yeah, I love her tone on that song.
Yes, her tone is very, very, very beautiful on that song.
Yes. And I also like the Goodies remix that was on her album.
Oh, Ti and
And
Jazzy Faye, that one.
yes, yeah.
Yes,
And I also like, these weren't singles. Her song "Looking at You" and "Ooh
yes,
Baby." Yeah, those ones.
yes.
I love those ones. Those ones are new to me, so when I heard those for the first time, like a couple weeks ago, I'm like, oh, I like this. Yes.
Right? And the whole album is just so vibey and like I just feel like to this day you can throw on goodies while you're working and just like vibe out.
Oh yeah.
Like the whole
Yeah.
album is 50 minutes long. So you just get like an hour of work in and you just like it just has this consistent like chill vibe, but there's also like still obviously, up tempo. We get turned with but
Hmm.
I don't know, it just has the same like the smooth calming aura to me, like this first album. And it just genuinely like listening to it from like start to finish, it just makes me feel like just chill. You're like, okay, like this is R&B. Right? Like she's got R&B, but like you said, like there's that, trap influence at the same time. But I don't know, I just really love the vibe of this. And like you said, the songs you pointed out were good. I personally love every single song on here. And like Next to You featuring R. Kelly. Look, I know the R. Kelly controversy of it all now, but at the time in 2004, um, I'm like, I love this song.
Yeah, the song was great. Yeah.
Yeah, Next to You used to be one of my favorites. As well as Thug Style. You changed the game. I like it, Thug Style. That used to be my song. So,
Hmm.
yeah, really, really good memories. But she definitely shook the world with this debut. Like, you
Hmm.
want to talk about a mean, nasty debut? There's not a lot of people doing it like that one.
Hmm. Shout out to you, Ciara.
Yes. And then we want to talk about, collabs that she also had in 2005, the following year. So we're already going off of the height of, like we said, selling over 124,000 copies on debut, being already number 2 on Billboard. So 2005, she's got a lot to offer. People are, wanting to work with her. So we've got the iconic Like You
I ain't never
song.
had
I
nobody show
nobody.
me all
Things
the
that
things
you
you
to
could
show
show
me.
me in a special way. I feel when you hold me, we
Yeah.
could always be together, baby. That's what you told me, and I believe it. Cause I ain't
I ain't
never
never had
had
nobody
nobody
do
do me
like
like
you.
you. Oh,
Oh,
ooh,
like,
ooh, ooh, ooh.
tell me where you were when you, like, literally, guys, in the comments, like,
Oh,
does anybody remember the first time they tried to learn that?
oh, I do. Me and my friend, my best friend at the time. Oh my gosh, our long exercise, like to hold the to say out that run-on sentence.
Like, who came up with that hook? Like, that is
Oh, so good.
crazy.
So yeah, I feel like I could imagine some people when they first hear it, they're probably like, "No, this ain't gonna work. You gotta breathe.
Right.
You gotta stop. People
To this
can't."
day, have we ever heard a hook like that? No.
No, absolutely not. This is history. This is in the history books, folks.
Genuinely, genuinely, and like the fact that her and Bow Wow were dating too,
I
just
was
at the
upset.
time. Oh yes,
I was
yes.
like,
But
"Oh,
me, I'm personally like, girl, you could do better. Bow Wow. Ooh,
oh, oh no.
I was in my anti Bow Wow era at that time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I'm just like Bow Wow used to just go for anybody, and still, no shade,
Hmm.
right?
I didn't
So
know
I'm just
that
like, stay away
he
from
was
my girly
perfect.
pop.
He was perfect in my eyes back then. Just like, oh,
Right. We didn't know the T, but he was really for everybody. So I'm just like, what do you want with Sierra, man? Like, leave her
hmm,
alone. But that collab to this day is iconic. Like,
yeah.
Bow Wow still performs that song. He's literally like on the Boys for Life B2K tour right
Oh,
now performing
okay.
this song.
Nice.
So that's very iconic. And that debuted at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. So love Like You.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, like trying to learn that for some reason back then seemed like it was so hard. But now, because it's muscle memory, it's like,
Yep.
why was it ever difficult?
Right? Oh
And then I
man.
love to like sing it as if I'm Bow Wow. So instead of saying, I ain't never had no, I feel like I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that couldn't show
Hey.
me in the special way I feel. Because you can hear him underneath her
Yeah, yeah,
on the
yeah.
song, like
Yeah.
saying it with her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if
it's
I'm
so
doing it,
genius.
right? So I'm like usually
Genius.
doing the Bow Wow part. But yeah, and then in 2005, also that same year, she did a collab with Missy Elliott again on her song called "Lose Control," which of course is featuring Fat Man Scoop, and she ended up winning a
R.I.P.
Grammy. Yes, rest in peace. She won a Grammy for best short form music video for this one. So
Yes.
music make you lose control. Music
Music
make you
make you this good.
like
Let's go.
girl, right? There's no other song like that one either.
Missy Elliott. Oh man,
So
genius,
creative. Yes.
genius.
Genius.
Lyrically, musically, sonically, like genius. Wow.
Yeah. As a kid, I used to say that she looked like my mom. I swear Missy Elliott looks like my mom.
Does your mom agree?
Of course my mom didn't agree. And when I, like, 20 years later, I literally remember asking her, I'm like, did you, agree with us? Like, when you used to say that you look like Missy Elliott? And she was like, no, I used to feel sad. Like, that made me
Oh,
feel insulted. And I'm like,
oh
girl,
no.
Missy Elliott was tea. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, she's beautiful. What?
Yeah, but I swear that lady, she looks just like my mom at that time. Like when she had more weight on her before she had lost a bunch of weight, like they look alike. So that's like one of my, memories with that too. So at
That,
this point, we're a year in and we've already got multiple
yeah.
top collabs here. So, all right, we're going to have you lead us into 2006 with the Evolution era.
Yes. So before I do that, just a quick connection to your story about the mom look-alike. So when I was really, really young, maybe 5 and under, I used to think my uncle was Snoop Dogg because they looked the same to me back in the early 90s. I was like, oh, Uncle Rudy, that's you on the screen. I was convinced they were the same people, same person. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
Anyhow, moving on. Okay, so moving on to 2006. So 2 years after her debut album, she comes
Mhm.
out with The Evolution, her second album. And this was Ciara's first and to date, I believe, only number one album in on the US Billboard 200. And this is her second number one on the top R&B and hip hop charts with the sales of 338,000 in the first week. So
So she basically
come
doubled her first numbers.
yeah, yeah, incredible records here. And the lead single was "Get Up" featuring Chameleonaire. Get up, and you look at me, I'm feeling you.
You.
Great song, great song.
Yes.
And the other singles were "Promise," which was a slow song. I remember that one, ballad. "Like a Boy," which what came out first, "Like a Boy" or Beyonce's Beyonce has a song talking about, is it "If
If
I Were
I
a
were a
Boy"?
boy, I think Ciara was first.
See that? Influencing Beyonce. Look at that. I'm joking. I have no idea.
I could be wrong, but I think that one came first.
Okay. And so setting the perspective swap type of song,
Yes.
if you will. And "Can't Leave Him Alone" featuring 50 Cent. Love that. Love that song. I totally forgot
Yes.
about that song. When that came up, when I was listening, I'm like, oh snap, I remember this. Snap. But yeah, this album, another great one. And I'll share real quick my favorite songs from this one. So first, "Promise." Love that song. It kind of
Yes.
reminds me of do you remember the song "Bed" by, is it Jay
By the
Holiday?
Dream. Oh wait,
Oh,
no.
I
Yes, that
think
is
that's
Jay Holiday.
Jay
Yes,
Holiday.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you remember that song?
I bet
The
you the bed.
Yeah.
And
And
I
I'll
get what
wake
you're
up
saying,
calling
especially
you.
with the way that the beat is set up. It does give similar vibes,
Yeah. So I wonder if it was the same producer for those two,
right? Shout out to Jay Holiday. I had an era with him for sure. He was so good.
right? And I also like "Get Up," Chameleonaire. Love Chameleonaire back in the
Which,
day.
that song was also iconic too because it grew its own legs outside of the Evolution album. because then it ended up making it on the Step Up soundtrack, I
Yes,
think.
it
And the
did. Yeah.
video, yes, and I used to love the Step Up soundtrack because once again, like I said, lived for the choreography, dance movies. So that soundtrack has some bops on it. I'm like, okay, it has "Say Goodbye" by Chris Brown on there.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, a couple
Oh.
other things on there that I really liked. That the whole album I used to have on repeat because I owned that physical album back then.
Mm. I need to revisit that one.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I also liked "Can't Leave 'Em Alone" featuring 50
Mhm.
Cent, and then this is a new one I haven't heard before. "Crush," CRU. What's spelled CRUSH?
Yes.
I think that was cute. Cute song. I like that one. Those are the ones that stood out to me.
Yeah, I agree. I feel the same about this one. Like a boy, at the time, that was the first time I heard a song like that. So her pen game or whoever, was her team at the time that she was collaborating with, I thought that that was such a innovative moment, for that era. Because I'm like, right, I never thought like what would have happened if you were as shisty and shady as these dudes, huh? Like, what if I did you like how you did me and had audacity? And I'm like, yeah, right. Like, what if? Because then this is also like the era where it's like I'm starting like to have get like into dating and really being interested in guys and getting to my first relationships. So of course you just have like middle school drama.
Mm.
So you beefed out. I'm like, what if I were like a boy? Like, it was personal with this song, okay?
And then the boys at school be like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean?"
Genuinely, because like they weren't tapped in
they
yet.
they weren't at our level yet.
No, they weren't, because we all
Of
know like we were more mature first for sure, so they didn't get
Mhm.
it. But Promise, like you said, is such a good one. Can't Leave Them Alone. Can't Leave Them Alone has like also in today's time grown its own legs because it's sampled on this song with Young Miami from the City Girls and Leighton Green.
I have no idea who those people are,
Young
but
Young
I'll
Miami from the City Girls, GT Miami.
no.
Oh my god.
I'll check them out. I'll do some homework.
Shaleena, you're really telling me you don't know who the City Girls are?
No.
Big brick and
Are
bag,
they a
all
group?
bicycle, stripe on my. So they call it to.
Are they a group?
Uh, yeah, they're a group.
When did they come
You
out?
have to know a City Girls song.
What era did they come out? Are they new?
Yeah, they're like within the last couple of years.
Oh,
Act
see, that's the
up, you could
problem.
get snatched up.
I don't know much new music.
Dang, and I can't think of a single song that'll really like get you to know who I'm talking about.
Hmm,
Maybe if you look it up after
I
and
will.
follow back up with me, let me know. Like, oh man, because I'm like convinced you'll be like, yeah, okay, yeah, I've seen them.
Not ringing a bell. My bad. Sorry to this man.
No, genuinely, she pulled a Kiki
Mean.
Palmer, guys. But this song, the song that I'm talking about, that samples "Can't Leave Him Alone," is on the Quality Control album. So the Migos, at least.
I've heard of them. Yes.
Okay, right.
They're
The
boy men.
Migos, right? The trio. And one of them died not too long
Oh,
ago.
oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, recipes take off.
Oh no.
So the rap group Migos was signed to this label called Quality Control, and AKA QC. So just like Young Money with like Lil Wayne, because I don't know
Okay.
if you remember like Lil Wayne when he first dropped Young Money, like the label they would drop like a big um label album, and it
Oh,
would
okay.
feature all the artists from the album, I mean from the label.
Cool. Okay.
So QC did the same thing in 2019 where they dropped a label album. So it
Mm.
has like, the City Girls on it because the City Girls are signed to QC. The Migos are signed to QC. Leighton Green, this solo artist, she's a girl, she's got a lovely voice. She's signed to QC as well. And at first I'm like, what's QC gonna do with her? Because they don't have any singers at the time on their label, just the Migos. So it's like, how do you go
Mm.
from Migos to like a girly pop singer? I don't know. So I'm like, how are they gonna handle her career? But either way, on this like label album, Leighton Green has a song called Can't Leave Him Alone, which samples Ciara's Can't Leave Him Alone.
Oh,
And it
okay.
has Young Miami from the City Girls on it, and a rapper named P&B Rock, who also passed away. Rest in peace.
Okay.
So this song is like popular on TikTok. It has like a little
Okay.
TikTok dance to it and everything. And I'm like, do the girlies know that this is a Ciara sample? Like, do they know?
Oh, okay. So the sample, or sorry, the cover is trending on TikTok, not the original.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah. But
Okay.
so yeah. So that to say all that, the fact that
Okay.
the kids probably don't even know that they're low key listening to Ciara.
I love that. It's so fascinating, and it's also a testament to us having the blessing of aging. I'm gonna
Yes.
reframe that because people are like, "Oh, aging, 30s." Yeah. But like, it's a
Right.
blessing to have been able to experience these songs from our childhood and then seeing a resurgence or people sampling it. It's kind of like when our parents are listening to our music back in the day.
Right.
They're like, "You don't know that's a sample. You know who song? You know who sang that?
And my
That's not
boyfriend does that to
original."
me to this day because he loves like 80s music, 70s, 80s, 90s,
Yes,
especially New
Juwan.
Jack
Yes.
Swing era.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like he loves New Jack Swing. So he does things similarly, and then we'll be listening. He's like, "What you know about that? Do you know that sample?" Like it's constantly a "Do you know this sample?" fight for my life in this household. I
Juwan,
tell
start a
you.
podcast. Do you know that sample?
No, genuinely, I keep telling him like he could have like a music podcast and never run out of things to say because
Yeah.
he's constantly discovering new music from those decades. And I'm like, okay, I gotta get my Zoom. Let me think. What's the
Yeah.
sample? Like, I'm constantly having to lock in.
No, I had that moment yesterday actually. Myself and my husband were listening to Bruno Mars's new album,
Oh,
and
I haven't listened to it yet.
he has a song on there called Cha 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 Cha, and he's singing the chorus, and then he's like, what was the line? Oh shoot, sorry, hold on, let me pause for a second. Let me
Okay.
look up the lyric, and then I'm gonna ask you what 2000 song did he sample.
Okay.
Sorry,
Oh, you're fine.
he kind of changed some of the words because I was driving in the car. I'm like, wait a minute, he took that from beep. So I don't want to say it yet because I want you to guess.
Okay.
And then Adrian's like, "Oh, you're good. You're good." Um, so there's a part where he says, "I like it like that. She working that back. I don't know how to act."
Oh yeah, slow motion for me.
From it,
Slow
slow
motion for
motion
me.
from it. I think it's Juvenile. Juvenile. He
Yeah, it is
samples
juvenile.
Juvenile. I was like, "Oh, say word." He's sampling Juvenile's
And
slow
that's so
motion.
Bruno. That is so Bruno coded. That checks out.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, back to Sierra, but the whole sampling thing, I'm able to pick it up now that I'm older.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that this album is really good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then like the step up of it all was
Mm-hmm.
just iconic. But I'd say like the most iconic single from this of all is the lead one, like Get Up.
Yes. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
bop.
yeah. So that was 2006, right? Second album. Then we go into the third album. We're in 2009. So we're fast forwarding a couple years, and this album debuted at number 3 on the Billboard. So we're still really doing good. Third album
Mm-hmm.
in,
Mm-hmm.
and the lead single on this one is "Go Girl" featuring T Pain. And she's also got other singles from this that did well, like "Never Ever" featuring Jeezy, "Love Sex Magic" featuring Justin Timberlake, and "Work" featuring Missy Elliott. So this is when I had first started kind of falling off my Ciara wagon at the time. I'm locked back in now, but I did fall off during the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
This album is new to me. I did not know of this album when it came out, and didn't know any of these singles here. So, but you know what? Out of this is actually one of my favorite, I would say, favorite albums listening to from
Oh,
Ciara.
really?
Yeah, Fantasy and Jackie, her sixth album,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, are the ones that I like the most songs from. Yeah. So, the song Never Ever. When I listened to that song, I was like, oh, this is so relatable to my young 20 self when I was in a relationship. Let me just pull up the lyrics real quick for folks who don't.
If that boy don't love you by now. I was like, oh my God.
Mhm.
And that's a sample.
Oh, is it?
Yes, my boyfriend told me that that is a sample, but I forget who it's by. But she's sampling somebody on that song.
Oh, and now that you say that, it sounds familiar. Yeah, if that boy don't love you by now, he will never, ever, ever love you. He'll never, ever, never, ever love you. And it's facts. It is facts. you know,
They'll show you who they
I,
are pretty quickly, how they feel.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
it's on you to answer the call.
girl. Yeah.
But
So when I
that's
listen,
like growing up. You got to learn those lessons the hard way sometimes, man.
yes, I wish I heard this song at the time, like in my high school, because this came out 2009. So I was
Yeah.
finishing grade 12. And then, yeah, so my late teens to early 20s, I wish I knew this song because it would have helped me come out of
Right?
something real early on and save me from heartbreak. But I had to go through it, I guess, to be where I am. But yeah, this song, when I listen to
Yeah.
this, I'm just like, oh, teen Shaleena. She's just like, oh, damn, that's deep. You're right.
It
That's my
is.
experience.
It is such a deep song. And I think that at the time, once again, Sierra was exposing me to like deep concepts. Like I said, with like a boy, you're like, okay, right, yeah. Like you're really thinking about it. And the same thing with Never Ever.
hmm
At the time, 2009, I'm going into freshman year of high school, ninth grade.
Okay.
So it's the same. Like, I'm like, okay, this message is hitting, right? Like sometimes you have to learn it the hard way. But also, this song was so good to me at the time too, because Jeezy was really popular. So it just makes
hmm
sense. Third album, she's still hot, she's still on fire. Getting a Jeezy feature was like such a big deal. And Jeezy ate this song on up.
Oh, yes.
Like, hold on, I'm trying to go to what his the way that he starts off his all right, okay. I see your point. I must admit, I grind all day. This paper's what I'm trying to get. Normally, when I'm paper chasing, I be having tunnel vision. I'm like, okay, like you heard the beat and you just said, okay, all right, okay. Like, what a way to start the song.
It's like, yeah, I'm up. I'm up. Yep.
And I used to love the aesthetic of this music
oh,
video. The music video is like
I have to
has such
check
a
that one out.
yeah, it's like got such a mellow vibe to it. And I think it's in black and white or something like that. I think I'm not sure. I should remember because I just watched it recently. But I really like the music video for this too. But yeah, Never Ever's got to be my favorite song from this album. And Love Sex Magic with Justin Timberlake
hmm
was such an era when the song came out. I'm like, of course she's working with Justin Timberlake right now on third album. Like, we already knew she's an icon at this point. So that was a surprising feature to me. I'm like, oh, okay, she's really trying to, try new things here with Justin
hmm
Timberlake. So that felt like an experimentational era for her, where it's like, let me
Agreed.
see how far can I push my sound and bend things a bit now that I've, you've seen what I can already do. So that's what this album feels like to me,
Yeah.
where she's like, I'm kind of trying new things here.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also like Pucker Up,
Mm-hmm.
Keep Dancing on Me, Tell Me What Your Name Is, and Like a Surgeon. It's little, little naughty.
I don't remember what that song sounds like. I'll have to
It's a
go
little
back.
naughty.
Wait, there's a song featuring Chris Brown on here? Okay, I don't remember that one either.
Oh, I
I
must have.
gotta go back. I gotta run this back actually. Because I,
Yeah.
I had like just skimmed through this one just as a refresher, but I forgot about Like a Surgeon and the song featuring Chris Brown, Turntables. I gotta go back to that.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed this album.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good third album for sure.
I
Okay.
actually like it more than the other two, even though I'm more familiar with the singles from the other two. Listening it to it now, I for me personally, I like the third one
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it definitely has a really good vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lead
Okay.
us into 2010.
Okay. So 1 year later, she comes out with her fourth album, Basic Instinct. And this album debuted on the US Billboard 200 at number 44. So it didn't reach the same records as her first three albums, but that's all right. And it sold 37,000 copies. And the lead single was Ride, another feature with Ludacris. And the other singles were Speechless, featuring The Dream, and Gimme That. I'm not familiar with, outside of listening to the album for preparation, I did not know Speechless and Gimme That. I was familiar with Ride. Yeah. With this one, I was really impressed with her rap verse in the first 2 minutes of the opening song. I'm like, okay, Ciara, you could flow. You could flow.
She can.
That's
She really
cool.
can.
Yeah. The songs I liked off of this album, I only wrote down one that really stood out to me was Turn It Up featuring Usher. So I'm like, okay, another cool
Yes.
collab with another legend.
Right? She's not going to collapse out the park at this point. Like, she's
Yeah.
collecting the Infinity Stones of the greats and being like,
Yeah.
hey, let me get this out the way early, sister.
Oh, I
Because
love
y'all ain't
that
finna play on my
reference.
name. Yeah, I think that this album, it's just sad to see that this is like a still point, like you said, in her career where it's like, girl, man, they went from number 3 from the last album to 40 something.
Hmm.
So, that's disappointing where it's like, okay, the public needs to wake up, right? Especially given the fact that Ride is such a massive hit to this day,
Hmm.
and I think that that's like one of her like also biggest staple songs that people know her for is Ride, featuring another Ludacris collab. I tell you, when Ciara and Luda get together, you
Magic.
know, exactly, it genuinely is magic. So this song Ride, I'll never forget the day that I saw it. I'm like, oh my god, Ciara. Like this definitely was a turning point, I feel like, for her maturity as an artist, like you said, and also once again pushing, what she can do creatively.
Mm.
Because Ride is not, like an O type of song where we're trap, we're giving ATL energy. Like, no, this is a very different type of sound, and the choreography in this music
Mm.
video is
Yep.
like
Yep.
legendary. Like, everybody will always remember just how much she served with this music video. It's just like unmatched, right? So I think Ride Enough is enough to just like solidify this era for her, for sure.
Agreed.
And her collaborating with The Dream is also really really nice. The Dream is just extremely talented and genius. The work that he does just with Beyonce, even to this day, is like incredible. But Speechless, I'm speechless. I love that song.
Okay, maybe I need to. I'll listen to it again. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just wrote down one in my notes. I just wrote down "Turn It Up, Usher" and "Basic Instinct." Instinct.
Yeah. I have to listen
Okay.
to the Usher song again as well. But Speechless with a Dream used to be like my song, and it's still my song. So Ride and Speechless are definitely the top two for
Okay.
me when it comes to this album. And yeah, I didn't know Usher was on that one.
Hmm.
So then she takes like another 3 year break in between albums, and we get into self titled. So that's Ciara, the next album. This one is like her comeback era truly from the last album. I feel like
Mm.
people slept on the last album. It didn't do as well on the charts. But then in self-titled, she's like, "Oh, y'all want to play with me? Let me serve." And then this one debuted at number 2
Yeah.
on the Billboard. And the first week of sales were back up to 59,000 copies. So this was her fourth top 3 album on the chart. And this era was truly, once again, iconic because the lead single for this one is Body Party. And then the other songs that she had that were singles from this album is Overdose and I'm Out. Body Party alone, just like last album, saying Ride It, Ride Alone.
Hmm.
Body Party. There will never be another era. There will never be another era. Seeing that music video for the first time, hearing the song, ooh, 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 ooh,
You
ooh.
hit them notes.
Oh my god, Body Party was so iconic. I hate the fact that it has Future on it, right, in the music video. But hey, you live and learn. She's got a beautiful child from that relationship, and that's all that matters.
Mm.
You know? But even during the time, just like with Bow Wow, I'm side eyeing. Ciara, what's going on?
Oh, so even at the time you had it in your gut, like you ain't
Yes. I
okay.
wasn't feeling her relationship with Future, not one bit.
Mm.
No shade.
True fan. True fan.
Yes,
You know what's right for your girl.
I do.
You know what's best, and it ain't him.
I've been on it since day one. The second I
Wow.
seen her pop out with this man, I said, dang, she really feeling him, huh? Next thing you know, gave birth to her firstborn. I'm like, oh, Ciara.
Oh
Okay,
man.
girl, we gonna do this. I'm auntie now. Whatever. It's like you don't really like your friend's baby daddy, but you're like, hey, love you.
Mm. Dang, dang, dang. Oh no.
So any top ones from this one for you?
Yeah,
Self-titled?
I wrote down two here, and what's interesting is this is where you're hearing a new sound from her. So,
Mm.
Read My Lips, I like that it was very upbeat. It has a pop sound. Same with Overdose, it's like a dance track. I'm like, okay, this is really different from her previous sounds. So I like the what's the word? Not intervention. What's the word?
It's almost giving like evolution or
Evolution. I
like
think that's what I'm
yeah.
thinking about. Yeah. Evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a good title for this album because her song does,
Right. I
evolve.
agree. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, this being self-titled also does fit because this era, she was like in her lover girl era, but also she was so like I just want to tap into like me and focus on like sounds that make me feel good and music that, resonates with, me personally.
Hmm.
And you really feel that, when you listen to this album. Um but also another one of my songs on here that I liked at the time was I'm Out, which like I said was one of the leads singles featuring Nicki Minaj. At the time, I'm Out. You couldn't tell me nothing about that. But also I'm Out and like the rest of the album in general feels so 2013, you know?
Mm.
Like it feels like it's just 2013 era. Like you just feel that in the music. So it is like of the time, but at the same time, it still holds up to this day.
Yeah, this one was cool. When the Nicki Minaj one came on, I'm like, I bet Kristen likes this one because I know
Yeah.
she was a big Nicki fan.
Yup. Unfortunately, Yeah, that definitely was a collab for me. That was like really big at the time.
Mhm.
So love. I really appreciate self-titled era.
All right. So moving on to her sixth album, Jackie, came out 2015. So that's 2 years later. And this album peaked at number 17 on the US Billboard 200. And the lead singles were I Bet and Dance Like We're Making Love. This album, when it came out, knew nothing about it. But again, in preparing for this episode, this is my favorite. This one and Fantasy Ride are my
Yeah,
favorite. I put a question mark. I put a question here. Is it named after her mom?
yeah. I don't know what the Jackie lore is. I remember that I learned it once and I completely forgot. So I don't
Okay.
remember.
Okay. Yeah, I was just had that. I was like, oh, who is Jackie? And then I know her mom's name is Jackie.
Oh, so
Um,
maybe.
the okay. So speaking of you talked about surprise collabs. I think when we were talking about the Usher one or
Mm,
one of
Justin
them.
Timberlake.
You know, it's a surprise collab on this one. Do you know what I'm gonna say? Do you know what I'm gonna say? Probably. I don't know.
Maybe Pitbull or Joe Jonas.
Joe Jonas.
Yeah.
What? With the I Bet remix. Love that song.
Yep.
Slightly relatable with like past relationship experience
And
from my
that song
20s.
is like also very personal to her in that way too about her past relationship because this was like post future breakup.
Oh, I see.
So this song was like personal.
Mm.
Yeah. So shout out to Joe. He's
Yeah, Joe
just
Jonas. I was like, okay. Because when I played the song, I saw his name. I'm like, oh, okay, let me listen intently. This one. And their voices really matched together. Like their harmonies were really great. His tone, her tone on that one.
I know
I,
because Joe just has a generally a really nice tone, a really nice voice, and I
yeah,
think people sleep on that. Like he can get down.
yeah. I was like, wow, on an R&B track? Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one stood out to me. Lullaby stood out to me. It gave me, it reminded me of We Belong Together by Mariah Carey. Um, like, does it sample it? Like, there are some melodies that kind of reminded me of
We'll
it.
have
This
to
is
go
where we
back.
need Joanne. Joanne, where are ya?
Right.
But yeah, Lullaby, Fly also reminds me of another Mariah Carey song called Butterfly. Um,
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
yeah. And then I also liked Give Me Love, Kiss and Tell, and Only One. So this was the
Yeah.
album I liked most of the songs in comparison to the other ones. But yeah, this one really, I like this one. I would buy this one. I'd probably buy it. I still collect CDs.
Yeah, me too. I love that we're both CD collectors. I
Yeah.
agree. And Dance Like We're Making Love is just a bopper for the time. You're like, okay, yeah, like she's trying to turn it up. Same thing with Fly and Kiss and Tell. This album and just with I Bet in general being the lead single and like her vulnerability on like the cover.
Mm,
She's got no shoes on, feet out, no shirt. It just gives like we're stripping it down. We're getting really down to the nitty gritty and, building ourselves back up after the breakup and
mm-hmm,
continuing to, push, the like you said, the evolution of what she can offer.
mm-hmm.
And you really feel that when you listen to this one too. Like she just what can she do?
Right? Yeah, I wish I followed her career more closely at the time because I did miss out on a lot looking back.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that I feel the same way before the Jackie era. Because like I said, I fell off during like Fantasy Ride, Basic Instinct, and then came back around like self-titled. Then fell off again during Jackie era and Beauty Mark. It's like I don't know. It's like it's up and down. But at the end of the day, like I still never play about her.
Facts. Yeah.
Yeah. So then we go into her next album. So the last one was in 2015. Next one is in 2019. And this is called Beauty Marks. And I really love this era for her because it's the first album that she has where she released it on an independent label, which is Beauty Marks Entertainment. So I was really excited when I heard that she was coming out with her own label. You know,
Hmm.
having like ownership in any way when it comes to the music industry is a really big thing. It's really important. So I was really happy for her to start doing this. And I'm like, okay, great. Like not only is she now starting her own label, but she's able to have even more creative control. And we already know that Ciara is just incredibly creative and incredibly talented. So it just felt like, oh wow, the sky is really the limit now.
Yeah.
And she proved that it was because then she dropped Level Up as the lead single from
Level up,
this.
level up,
Level
level up,
up,
level up,
level up,
level up.
level up,
When
level
she
up. And it's
performed
like,
this, everyone went crazy.
yes.
So good.
I was like, whoa, man. Like during the time when I first heard the song,
Oh,
I was not living for Level Up at first. I wasn't. I'm like,
interesting.
okay,
Okay.
girl, I see you, I guess. But now looking back, it's like it's just a fun song. It's just got such good energy. It makes everybody feel good. It makes you want to dance. And once again, it's just showcasing all of the different things that she can do. Like choreography, iconic.
Hmm.
And then she's got other, lead singles from this album with Beauty Marks, thinking about you, Greatest Love, and Dose. When it comes to this album with Greatest Love, you couldn't tell me nothing about that song. To this day, the greatest love I ever seen. Greatest Love has to be my favorite Ciara song of all time.
Wow.
Like, genuinely. I don't know what it is, but that song is so good. And not only, like I said, is it one of my favorite Ciara songs of all time, it's just gotta be like my top like 20, I would say, favorite songs of all
Okay.
time. Like, period. I don't know what it is about Greatest Love. I don't play about that song.
Okay, I have to re-listen to that one because I
Yes.
didn't write that one down. I have
It's
to
just so
look that
good.
one up.
And I think I loved it too because once again, from a fan personal standpoint, this is when it's like, okay, this is the album following up after the Future breakup, right? The previous album she had, I bet, that was about the Future breakup. So then this one, she's finally, this is her first album where she's now in a healthy relationship. Future's in the past. She's with Russell Wilson, continuing to have children with him and being married, right? So then when she writes Greatest Love, it really makes you think at that point where it's like, dang, whenever Ciara does write music that is personal to like her relationships, it's always the best songs. Like Never
Yeah.
Ever, Like I Were a Boy. Like I said, I bet. So Greatest Love, like it clearly the song is about, Russell saying, I should have known that you were the one, like when you took my son as your own, like
Mm,
reflecting on how great he is as a stepdad and everything that he's done for her, and you're like, oh, like you really really feel their love. And I'm just a sucker for that. I'm a sucker for it. So at this point, I'm finally happy with who she's with. I'm like, yes, okay, we've got a man that's treating her right. And on top of that, they've become like couple goals. Everybody loves Sierra and Russell Wilson together. He's absolutely perfect for her. He's so nice. He's so sweet. So, of course, she was able to write such a banger about their relationship. So I think it just hits even harder for me as a
mm,
fan.
love that. Speaking of them, I have their book. They have a children's book out. I don't know if it's going to show. Oh, there we go. Is it showing? Why Not You? My
Um,
green screen is kind of. There we go. Why Not You? It's
it's
a
the little black
beautiful.
kids on the front for me. I
I think
love
it's supposed to be
that.
their kids,
Um,
but it's such a great book about um, chasing your dreams And for the year 2025, I had this, I guess, mantra. I still have it now. It's called Big Dreams Only. And this
Love that.
book kind of helped with that. It's called Why Not You? And it's basically sharing with children if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be, I don't know, teacher, astronaut, I don't know, but why not you? Because sometimes we have these doubts like, oh, no, I don't think I could do that. You know, who
Right.
am I? But why not you? So they wrote a nice, cute, inspirational children's book together, which I
That's so cute. I didn't even know
liked.
about that. See, this just
Yeah.
shows like they're just so good together.
Yeah. And when I first got the book, when I, like, their name is on the top here, it
Mm-hmm.
didn't click to me. It did not click to me.
What? Oh my god! And see, and that's proof that it's just that good. You know what I mean?
And then it
Because
clicked when I, oh, at the back where it has her picture right here.
oh yeah,
I'm like, oh, Ciara. I didn't know who
and
her
that's so
husband was.
inspirational because it's like both of them have had their own success and their own
Hmm.
right and have done what they can to chase their own dreams.
Yeah.
So that's very sweet.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, you were talking about their relationship and how you
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
approve.
Right. I approve. Love him. So much so that it's like everybody then it went viral because, they always say, Sierra, how'd you get Russell? How'd you get such a good man? We've seen you go through the gags with these men, the future of it all. And she's, oh, I prayed for him. But then it became viral. People are like, well, what's the prayer? Let us know what the prayer is. So then now everybody's like, we want the prayer like it's a secret
Oh,
recipe.
that's funny.
And
Oh wow.
yeah, so for a long time people wanted Sierra to let us know verbatim what did you say when you prayed for this man because he's that good and people love them together that much. And then
Oh.
eventually Summer Walker, she dropped an album and she has a song on there called Sierra's Prayer.
Oh, say word. Wow.
Yes. And Sierra is featured on the album and she's not singing, she's saying a prayer. So we
Wow.
finally got the prayer.
That is awesome. That is so
Yeah.
cool.
So there's just
Wow.
so much that is like blossomed because of their relationship, Sierra and
Hmm.
Russell, that has just that makes everybody love it.
Wow.
Yeah. So you really feel that in this project for sure.
That's so cool. I also want to shout out some other songs here that I took note of. Her collab with Kelly Rowland, another
Yes.
icon, Girl Gang, which is a full circle moment because I remember reading that when Ciara first got into the music industry and she took an interest in music and singing, performing, she was a big fan of Destiny's Child. So the fact that at like what year was this? 2019. So
Yep.
well over how many years is that since her debut? 2004. She's able to have a collab with one of the Destiny's Child member. So that was cool.
Yeah.
And I also liked I Love Myself and Thinking About You and Freak Me. Another little naughty song. Um, Thinking About You, I put it's kind of Prince coded, like the artist
Okay.
Prince. I'm
Yes.
like, I think he
And
passed away
that
at this time, but I'm like,
and that checks out for Sierra. She loves her
yeah,
influences.
yeah.
What gags me was the Macklemore feature of it all and I Love Myself. But I'm
Oh
like,
yes.
was this the time when Macklemore was popular? I'm assuming.
Oh okay.
I don't know.
I'm not familiar with their work. I know the name though.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, Sierra, once again, she's going to keep us on our toes when it comes to the features and her collaborations.
Yes.
She has such diverse collaborations.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff that you wouldn't even think about. Like you said, the Joe Jonas of it all.
Right?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get into her last, most recent project.
Yes. So, her last album to date came out last year, 2025. It is called CC, and this was her first studio album since 2019. And I'm not familiar with this one, but apparently it's an extension of her EP from 2023. Same title, CC. So I guess she just added more songs to make it a full length album. And the notable collabs on this one were Chris Brown, Little Baby, Lotto, and Busta Rhymes. And the lead single was Ecstasy. Is that the one with Chris Brown? I don't remember.
Wait, is that even on here? Is Ecstasy on this album?
Yeah,
I'm looking at it on.
Spotify?
Yeah, I'm looking
Oh,
at it on YouTube.
on
I don't
YouTube.
see it.
Let me fact check here.
Okay, I think YouTube has it categorized wrong. My bad. Because you said April 2025, her eighth studio album, also titled CC, would be an extension of the EP that was released in 20. Oh, sorry,
23.
25.
Yeah, yeah, Ecstasy is on here.
I don't see it. I don't know why it's not showing up
The,
for me.
the cover is a royal blue background, and CC is
Oh, it's on the
in.
deluxe. CC Deluxe. It's showing up for me that Ecstasy is on the deluxe album.
Oh, okay, okay. And she has a feature with Tiana Taylor with the remix
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
Okay, my bad. I just had to go to the deluxe and I would see it.
yeah. It's also on the non deluxe, the one with the red background.
I don't know why it's not showing that for me, but YouTube
Hmm.
music is funky sometimes.
Oh, okay. Oh, How We Roll is the one with Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to listen to this one fully as how I did with the other one, so that's homework I have to do. But if there's any listeners tuning in that are a fan of her latest album, let us know your thoughts.
Yeah. I have not spent a lot of time with this album either, but I am very familiar with the one of the bigger singles as well, How We Roll with Chris Brown. That's just how we roll. That song is so good. And like honestly, we have been waiting for this collaboration. This type of collaboration between her and Chris Brown was 20 years in the freaking making, okay? Like, I don't know if have you seen the music video for this?
I have not.
Oh my gosh. You
I'll
have to
check it
watch the
out.
music video for How We Roll. Like, you can think about a music video with Ciara and Chris Brown, the king and queen of 2005.
Yeah.
It's like iconic. Like the music video is so good. I don't know why, but when she released that music video, I was obsessed with it. I watched it like every day for like a month straight. I
Oh,
swear.
snap. Oh,
Because
snap.
I love a good music video. It's just
Oh,
directed
man.
so well. The music video is really cool, and they're having like a dance off, but they're driving
Mm.
on big semi trucks on the expressway. So like
Oh, that
she's
sounds
on a semi
dangerous.
truck. Exactly. It is dangerous, but it looks so cool on camera.
Oh,
Obviously
wow.
it's CGI, but the
Yeah, yeah,
concept
yeah.
is really cool because she's on one semi truck, he's on one semi truck, and then the semi trucks are both driving down the expressway facing each
Okay.
other. So she's on one truck dancing, he's on the other truck dancing, and then they put out like this little platform like strip so that way the semi trucks can connect, and then they like come
Oh,
together and they dance on the
that's cool.
moving semi trucks.
You
And I'm
know what?
like,
Wow. You know what I bet happened? She's like, okay, you know how in 2004 I was dancing on the car? We're going to level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. We're
we're gonna
going on the
take it to the
trucks.
semi.
I bet that's
You
what
gotta be
happened.
right. You gotta be thinking big, honey. No, that's so funny. Yeah, and it's like the fact that both of them at that point have been in the game for over 20 years, and they're still showing why they were like the king and queen of like dancing at the time
Hmm.
is just so iconic. Like love this collab. And like I often watch Vivo, you know, the channel, it's the free music video channels on Samsung TV.
Hmm.
So like whenever I turn my TV on, it just automatically goes to Vivo, and we'll have it like on the R&B channel or whatever. And they often play this music video, How We Roll, Chris Brown. So anytime it comes on the TV, I'm like stuck, like, yup, lock in. Lock in, guys.
Kristen, the rice is burning. I don't care.
I don't care. I just turn the TV on and Ciara's on my TV. So I would say, like I said at the beginning, if you're gonna watch any music video, audience, watch Ciara's O music video and How We Roll.
Got it. Got it. I've watched O, but yeah, I'll check
Yeah.
out.
With the dance break
Yeah.
on that on How We Roll in the video is so good. And like they do a version of the dance break that isn't in the actual song when you listen to it on streaming. And I'm like,
Oh,
why would she not keep that part in? It's so good. So when you watch the video, you'll know what I'm talking about.
okay.
Yeah. But
All right.
that's gotta be my favorite from this. And I still gotta go back because I've been meaning to also listen to the song with Lotto on it, Big Frida. We love the Queen Diva. So yeah, I definitely gotta spend more time with this one. But
Okay.
the singles are hitting.
Yeah. So out of all of her 8 albums, which one is your favorite?
Man, I gotta say for nostalgia purposes, it's gotta be the first one, Goodies from 2004.
Fair.
But I love songs so much from every single one of the albums.
Okay. Fair. Fair. Yeah, and
And
let
then
us
your
know.
top two, Fantasy Ride
Yeah, and
and
Jackie.
Jackie.
Yeah, yeah, and I like from the self-titled one. I love the dance tracks like Overdose, Read My Lips, the upbeat
Mm-hmm.
pop sound. I love that sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ciara just sounds good on any type of song. Pop, dance, house, trap, R&B, you
Hmm.
name it.
Hmm.
So, in conclusion, she's the versatility queen.
Very similar to our Rihanna episode.
Oh my
Like
gosh, right.
she's, I would say she's also is a versatility queen.
Yeah, and I think
Like
that just
yeah.
shows like the duality and the power of black women. Period. That's also I think a big takeaway from this. Like, what can't we do?
Hmm.
Like I always say,
Yeah.
fierce.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Yeah. So that concludes our journey through Ciara's music career. And again, if you are a fan of her, any nostalgic memories related to any of the albums that we talked about, feel free to let us know in the comments on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram. Let us know.
So thank you so much for joining us, guys. I had a lot of fun looking back at Sierra's career, you know, preparing for this
Yes.
episode and, you know, while filming it with you. It was really fun getting to know, you know, what your thoughts were on everything. And I say your favorites do check out though. I'm like, your
Oh,
favorites
thank you.
give like Shaleena, like, yeah, that makes sense. Those are your tops. And you just have such, you know, good music taste.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, you know, so, you know, hearing your perspective on, you know, albums and we do deep dives like this is always really fun because I think sometimes like so far we are like polar opposites but then still have like commonality in the middle. So like
Mm,
usually I'll like this one but then you'll like this one but then we'll still both like the singles. So your perspective is always able to like help me appreciate the ones that like I've been sleeping on because like you said with especially the one album Fantasy Ride, I need to go back because
yes.
if you say it was a banger, let me let me go back.
Thank you. And thank you for the idea of doing this topic for our podcast, because I wouldn't have because I don't have
Yeah.
that much knowledge of her career, but I'm glad that you held it down throughout the episode. So thank you for that.
Yes, right? We got to have the OG stand and then having the fresh take
Yes.
for the new ear, right? That's
Yes.
why I feel
Yes.
like we work so well. We're able
Oh
to give
yeah.
those two perspectives. So if you guys liked it, like I said at the beginning, reach out to us on our socials at Everything 2000s Pod on Instagram, YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, so rate that 5 stars, leave a review, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.